The Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call council. Councilmember Halsey. Councilmember Page.
Here.
Councilmember Jones.
Here.
Councilmember Stan. Councilmember Putnam. Councilmember Steiger.
Here.
Councilmember Walker.
Here.
Excellent.
I move to excuse Councilmembers Putnam and McMahon.
We don't know if they're coming in.
I don't know.
Do you second it? Any other comments?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So, any additions to tonight's agenda? Councilmember Halsey.
Council rules state that we make committee appointments for the ensuing year on the last meeting of the year. We can waive council rules and do it after the next workshop, or we can do it tonight.
Councilmember Jones.
I prefer that we wait for the new year when all the new council members are present.
I thought that's what we.
That's the only way we could do it.
And that was my suggestion when we changed council rules. But,
So,
no,
do we need to make a motion?
I
to
move
waive-
to waive council rules and do committee appointments at the next workshop.
Second.
Any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thanks. Is there any other comments tonight? I have no form. Everybody's content today? Excellent. All right, so next item on the agenda is report. Mine is very, very brief, as you know. We have on the agenda tonight regarding the insurance for the city of Pacific. And I appreciate the fact that a lot of people have been thanking me and crediting me with it. But it was a team effort, and I want to make sure everybody is aware that our city clerk, Amy, and our finance director, Richard, are very key role in making this happen, and I would like everybody to acknowledge that as well. The other thing is that this Monday is next Monday on the 30th. We'll be right here in council chambers at 6:30 and ask the mayor. And we'll continue on, so if there's any questions, concerns, thoughts, comments that you have, any suggestions, just a nice open forum, just have a conversation of the direction that we want to take the city, keep the city going. I appreciate everybody that shows up to that and the open discussion that we have. And so with that, I'm keeping it brief tonight. I do want to wish everybody a very Merry Christmas, and looking forward to seeing everybody next Monday or after the new year in 2014. So with that, finance. I don't think he left a report. So our finance director is taking some of his earned time off. Okay, court. I believe everybody got this set. Yeah. Public Safety Department. And I thought maybe LT would be here. Just so everyone knows, the Public Safety Director, John Calkins, is not feeling well, and he's going to be out for a little bit until the time. So he's hoping to update us and give us some more information very soon. But right now, we all wish him very well, well wishes, and hope he gets well soon. And I was not aware that LT wasn't going to be here. Okay, next item on the agenda is Public Works.
The only thing I'd like to report is that Friday, crew was out 5 in the morning to start plowing and sanding the roads for the snow that we had. So if anybody heard of any issues or anything, let me know so we can address that the next time we have snow. All right.
Community services.
Joanne wanted me to let everybody know that there's going to be a lot of kids on campus. We have winter break. Today she had 30 kids in her gym, which I thought was pretty good. There was pretty hopping over there when I went there. At the Christmas lunch on Friday at the Senior Center, we had 28 people, which we usually just have 20, so I thought that was really good. This past week, we had activities every day. We did decorated gift bags, and we strung popcorn and cranberries for our Christmas tree. We also have pinochle every Thursday at 2 if anybody wants to play pinochle. We had 2 raffles this week. We got so many things that were donated that we had enough for 2 raffles. One of the raffles was, we had 20 prizes, and today we had 5 prizes just because somebody else had donated more things. These were free raffle tickets. All you had to do was just come in and just show up to the Senior Center and you got tickets. Thursday, the day after Christmas, we're having free pizza. We did fill out the holiday bazaar. We're having free pizza, and we're also doing free bingo. And starting next month, we're going to have bingo on the 3rd Wednesday of the month that we're going to charge 25 cents a game. And also starting next month, we are having a craft day, and that will be the 2nd Wednesday of the month. And it will be like the 3rd Wednesday for bingo every month, 2nd Wednesday for craft every month. Any questions? Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, next we have city council members report.
I would like to wish everybody a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. To me, I really, personally, not only as a council member.
As some of you know, for the past couple of years, I've had the onset of Parkinson's disease. And my neurologist suggested that I do something where I'm just using both hands differently. So, when I was 12 years old, I was a fairly accomplished accordion player, having played for 6 years. And it went in the closet at that time, and about a month or so ago, I pulled it out of the closet 54 years later. And I might have a little arrangement that I've done. I don't have any sheet music at home. But after the meeting, I'll do a little arrangement if my hand doesn't shake too much.
Excellent, that would be great. Thank you. Anybody else? Okay, so the different boards and committees, is there anyone here from Park Board with reports? And so Public Works doesn't need after 50 years. And then Civil Service, don't see anybody here from there. Planning Commission, nope. Human Services Committee, nothing to report. State Board, haven't been there yet. Pierce County Regional Council.
Don't meet at the end of the year.
Okay. As far as Sound Cities Association, their PIC meeting, I was unable to attend, but I did attend the caucus for the South Valley and South Sound. And just so that everyone on council is aware, since I've been attending the SBA meetings, the Public Issues Committee, they have appointed me to the Nominations Committee, and from there I was appointed to 2 different committees, regional committees. And so I will be representing the City of Pacific at the Growth Management Committee, and also the King County District Select Committee as well. We'll now have a seat at the table, which we haven't had in the past, so, which is odd since we seem to be affected by it. But anyway, just so you know, and then at the caucus meeting, basically we just talked about some concerns that are coming up and legislative issues that we'll be bringing forward at our next PIC meeting. That'll be kind of outlined a little bit stronger, and then we'll be able to bring them forward, and the City of Pacific will be bringing things to you, to the council, so that I can give your opinion to the board as a whole. Okay. And Valley Regional Fire Station. All right, well, good. Moving on to the agenda. Resolution number 2013-095, authorizing the mayor to execute Amendment 1 to the contract. And so, that could be me, since Bridget's not here.
I can talk about it.
That would be great, Amy, that'd be great.
As presented last week, this amendment will extend the contract, apparently giving us more time to look at the new contract that they say is coming. And there is no financial impact to this amendment.
I move to approve resolution number 2013-095.
Right.
Okay. Councilman Holster, would you like to speak to your motion?
Just extending, we know that a new contract is coming down, so it gives us a chance to study it thoroughly.
Councilmember King.
We need to do business.
Excellent. Any other comments from council? Any comments from the audience? On
Just a housekeeping issue that the topic of the contract be mentioned, because people watching the videotapes might not know it's for this is the technology contract?
yes, it is.
Okay, thank you.
Sorry, thank you. Any other comments from the audience? Seeing none, roll call council.
Councilmember Elsley.
Aye.
Councilmember Jones.
Aye.
Councilmember Putnam. Yes. Councilmember Mann is absent. Councilmember Steiger.
Aye.
Councilmember Walker.
Aye.
Councilmember Davis.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you very much. Next item on the agenda is under new business, resolution number 2013-096, authorizing the mayor to execute an interlocal agreement with the Association of Washington Cities Risk Management Service Agency for the city to join the RMSA risk pool. Heather?
Thank you.
You're welcome. And so, I guess basically, we've gone over this in workshops. I'm not sure if anybody has any questions. This is authorizing the city to join the risk pool insurance and moving us forward. I don't know if anybody had any questions or concerns. Nothing has changed that we verified.
I was going to say, move to approve resolution number 2013-096.
Second.
Councilmember Jones, would you like to speak to your motion?
I think the fact that we have the opportunity to, one, remove ourselves from the high-risk insurance that we've had to pay for this last year and move into an acceptable pool, even though they have a lot of stipulations, I think it will be beneficial to the city and the council for us to take advantage of their training exercises and opportunities, and look forward to smoother use.
Councilmember Holster.
Yeah, we've had, for the past year, some very expensive, very high deductible insurance, and this gives us a chance to get better insurance, lower deductible, cheaper price.
Councilmember Steiger.
I think we probably should inform the audience of what our premium is going to be for this next year and approximate where our deductibles might be.
So, well, the deductibles are gonna vary, but our premium, if I remember, is like $163,772. Yeah. So, and, basically, majority of our deductibles will be zero. And based on the addendum that is next after this that we'll be approving, there are some areas that do have deductibles. I believe it's $10,000 on land use. And, as a $250,000 deductible on any lawsuits that are brought forward from an employee that had an existing lawsuit and turned around and sued the city again under this. It's a $250,000 deductible. And then there was one other deductible, I'm sorry, that is escaping my brain right now. Amy, do you remember?
About $250,000 from employment related if we didn't follow their advice.
Correct. Well,
I thought it went from
that's-
10,000 to 100,000.
Yeah, there you go, the 100,000, correct, thank you. If, one of the things, just to let you know too, as far as the insurance go, when they called and told us that we were accepted to the risk pool, basically it says, I have bad news. Basically, we're gonna get to know our broker very well. You know, he'll be like our best friend, he's gonna know this city inside and out. You know, working very closely with him and moving forward, which is not a bad thing. we'll be basically, every step that we take is gonna be consulting the insurance company just to make sure that we don't do anything that's gonna cost the city any additional money or put us at risk in any way. And that's my comment. Councilmember Case.
Yeah, I mean, when I looked at the agreement they wanted us to sign, many of those things are, I mean, pretty much all of them, the things that I've seen as a city employee with the city of Auburn, with the fire department, 20 years ago when I first hired on. So I was kind of surprised to see that we didn't have it as part of our standard operating procedure, to tell you the truth.
Having what?
The stipulations that they put in place that we're gonna be talking to, I think, next. And so, just to see that we're gonna save some money and then get kind of get going with the times is, I think, refreshing. I think it's a good thing.
Well, and I think other insurance companies that have it never forced it upon us, and so now it's trying to deal. So, any other comments from council?
We may have done it and just didn't document it from our employer side.
Yeah, probably, not really sure about that. Now we'll have it documented, so we'll know as we move forward. Any other comments from council? Comments from the audience? Seeing none, roll call of council, please.
Councilmember Jones?
Aye.
Councilmember Stieger?
Aye.
Councilmember Walker?
Aye.
Councilmember Tate?
Aye.
Councilmember Elder?
Aye.
Motion carries.
Excellent, thank you very much. Next item on the agenda is resolution 2013-097, approving the addendum to the interlocal agreement with AWC RMSA. And so basically what that is it goes through and stipulates all the different training and items that we'll need to do to comply with this, being accepted into the risk pool management. It's not a bad thing. There's a lot of training. It's for council, it's for department heads, it's for city employees. I think it's a great way to get the city on track moving forward and everybody understanding what laws they need to abide by, what their roles and responsibilities are in every different aspect of the city. It can't hurt us, it can only make us a stronger and better city. So, and I'm really grateful for the opportunity and that they get to provide a lot of it. One thing I will add is Derek and I will be meeting after the first of the year and sitting down and kind of coming up with an agenda and itinerary on how we're going to get all these done and kind of come up with a schedule that I'll be bringing back to council so that we can go over. And the classes that they would like council to take, I'm going to try to see if we can't kind of get like three, I think there's like 3 different ones and get them on the same day so that council's got one day, we focus on it, hammer it out, and move on. But we'll go ahead and approach that. Councilmember Case.
I'd like to move to adopt resolution number 2013-097. Second.
Councilmember Case.
Yeah, like I said earlier, looking at the addendum, what they want us to do, I mean, it's all reasonable, it's part of a standard of practice out there. The one thing I like about the Association of Washington Cities is where maybe under other insurances, we would have to go out and seek this training somewhere else and have to pay for it. They're willing to provide it to us free of cost, free of charge, for nominal fees. And I think that just, it gets the people that are insuring us telling us what we have to do rather than a third party telling us what we need to do to meet this standard that this insurance company might have, and then having them to argue if something came about, whether we did it right or not. Here you got the people that are insuring us telling us what we have to do and providing the training at the same time, which is great.
Councilmember Walker. Any other comments from council? Comments from the audience?
It just occurred to, Gene Factor, 37248 55th Avenue South. It just occurred to me that one of the issues that got us, the city, into the problem of having to pay for expensive insurance was the mayor's non-compliance with the things that the insurance company figured were good for liability loss. So this is kind of a question related. Is it possible for the council and the city to adopt a policy that defines misfeasance or malfeasance in office as not following the recommendations of the insurance company, of developing a checklist of workplace behaviors that says, if you don't make sure every department head follows this plan, if you do not follow the Civil Service Commission's recommendations. So that's just something that I'm wondering if the Association of Washington Cities could help the city develop for a code change to make it more clear when, to any person who's a candidate for mayor, that it's more than just rooting out corruption, it's following the rules.
So, I think that's a great suggestion.
Thank you.
We have to do that. Councilmember Holton.
Malfeasance and misdeeds are defined by state statute.
I understand what she was trying to
Yeah,
say.
I understand, but
Councilmember
Yeah,
Chase.
I would caution us trying to develop something that's already in place, because the mayor's position is the executive position of the city, much like the president and Congress. And I don't think that it's our position to dictate how the mayor runs. Now, we've got statutes in place already at the state level and standards of practice that you're supposed to follow when you're in office. And I think they do a good job of defining it. For us to try to redefine something, I think could be overstepping our bounds as a council anyway, I believe.
Councilmember Holton.
the council's position is to set policy for the city. The mayor's position is, but,
I think we're kind of getting off
also
track.
outlined by statute as well as council.
We're kind of off the subject. And I think it's back. Any other comments regarding and is there anybody else in the audience that wanted to comment? Seeing none, roll call council, please.
Councilmember Steiger?
Aye.
Councilmember Walker?
Aye.
Councilmember Case?
Aye.
Councilmember Halsey?
Aye.
Councilmember Jones?
Aye.
Excellent. I'm very excited. Okay, moving on to the consent agenda.
Move to approve the consent agenda. Josh and I have already gone over the vouchers and everything was fine.
Second.
Any other comments from council? No? Seeing none? Comments from the audience? Seeing none? Okay, all those in favor of the consent agenda?
Aye.
Opposed? All right, motion carries. Seeing no other business on the agenda, we are, huh? No? There's nothing to report in executive session. Not that I want that one.
We'll never have another executive session again.
No, I wish. No, I'm not ready to go there yet. Anyway, okay, so seeing no other business on the agenda, we're adjourned, and then we'll let Hopefully take us out with some music.